I'm Geraldine Le Calvez. I'm originally from France, and I'm an artist located here in Seattle. I would say my main media that I've been working with is lichen that find on rocks and trees. So I'm going to give them one piece that has already been created that is a bit of like a piece with a strong color, the same palette of colors with different line, different shape. And then I'm going to create another piece that is going to be, the piece is not going to be talking by the shape and the lines that I did on the lichen, but it's going to be giving a mind to the piece through the way I put the lichen on the canvas.
Hi, I am Kamari Bright. I am a video poet and poet. I think this marathon is exciting because it's a chance to see what your imagination can come up with under constraints. I've done it maybe 3 times, and I'm always amazed by what I'm able to create in the time period and what other artists are able to pull out of thin air, seemingly. I decided to create a kind of visual poem, I guess. So it's a photograph that has poetry in the photograph. And it was really inspired by the pandemic and just thinking about the thing that has helped me keep going as all of these things are happening in the world, and even with our environment and ecosystem. It's been really helpful for me to just kind of zoom in and focus on the things that are directly around me and find joy in the small things. So that piece is inspired by that.
Hi there, I'm Lisa Sheets. Very thrilled to be participating in this year's CoCA Marathon. These days I'm making mixed media collages, so that could involve either works on paper or works on wood panel. And the pieces for the marathon are both going to be works on wood panel. I always have kind of focused on vintage imagery and how it relates to our modern day, whether it's like pop culture imagery or just family photos, the experience of how we document our world visually, how, what that looked like 100 years ago compared to what it looks like now. I've just finished a couple years now of really focusing on the pandemic and that experience. And now I'm ready to put that aside and do something new.
Hi, my name is Megan Patterson. I am a visual artist and a poet. What excites me about CoCA's Marathon is, for one, the timing that I have to produce work. I feel like as artists, sometimes we can overthink a process or a concept. And this allows you to just really buckle down and just create. I decided to create a response to the overturning of Roe v. Wade. Very political subject, but it's near and dear to my heart. And I am inspired by just a woman's right in access to reproductive rights and bodily autonomy. And I am making a bold statement with my art. And but I think that as artists, we are alchemists, and we have the ability to change narratives, to inform and educate.
So my name is Sarah Carr, and I'm an artist working primarily in fiber based in Seattle. I like the process of traditional felt making, and it's a really ancient process, but I think not a lot of people know how it's done. So in documenting, creating this work from start to finish, I got to share that process of using soap and water and a lot of friction and a lot of physical labor to turn wool fleece into felt fiber, which I used to make my fiber paintings. For the marathon piece, I was inspired by the crossing from Bainbridge to Seattle on the ferry. I really love to stand at the back of the boat out on the deck and just watch the wake of the boat as it kind of widens out in that angular shape away from the boat.
I am Susan Christensen. My primary medium is watercolor, and I mix it with ink and those Posca acrylic pens. So my process is basically putting watercolor onto paper in a very free-flowing fashion. I draw through it with my ink pens, and the ink does what it does, and the watercolor reacts with that. And then when the work dries, I'm able to start to visualize images as if you were looking at clouds. So that's how I develop the imagery, is just going into my head and looking at what I'm seeing, and then bringing order to that chaos that I make. I look at the themes of my work as being based in mythic imagery, folk tales, and I've also been doing a lot of study of the writings of Carl Jung.
Hello, my name is Joan Beard, and I am here in Maine on a beautiful rainy day looking for pink coralline algae, and there is some out there, which is great news. I noticed a number of years ago that it was disappearing at a really rapid rate, and it is challenging to find. So I found some in Washington State when I was photographing in the San Juan Islands. That was very exciting, and that is the first piece that I submitted for the marathon. Check it out. And the second piece is from where I grew up as a child, and I did not find it there. And that is because of the acidity of the ocean, just the pollution that has deteriorated it every year. I hope you're having fun at the marathon, and that you go home with something that's wonderful for you and your friends and family. And thank you so much. Have a great day.